Fellow inmates, greetings! And I'm speaking to Nairobians. Kilifi and Mombasa, I hope you have somebody who is in your corner. Can I show you my inmate t-shirt? Here, let me do this. This says I'm a Nairobian. Oh, please ignore that. I'm listening to Eric Wainaina. So I was clearing out my CD cabinet and I found the original Love and Protest. So I got to tell you the story before we get into other conversations like Corona. Eric gave me his prototype to go and listen to. And obviously the first song I fell in love with was Selena. And yesterday when I was clearing out my CD, I have got I think I have about 1,000 CDs. What? I mean, wow. But I found this and I figured, I'd listen to it in the car. So once again, greetings, fellow inmates. Tumefungiwa Nairobi. I called this out like 2 weeks ago. I could not understand why governors in other counties had not said they don't want to see Nairobians. I just could not. And you saw our bad manners. We weren't just running to Tigoni to go and hang out in the tea. We might end up giving that corona. I understand we were also hanging out at the Kikuyu bypass, on the southern bypass. We just park there and gather and drink. But literally, we're just being bad-mannered. But I'm also told our thinking was to head out of Nairobi in our thousands for Easter. So we were going to head everywhere and take our problems with us. And this is not just me speaking. I was watching KTN. Yesterday, I felt attacked. I was watching KTN. And this woman in Nyeri was being interviewed and she said, to Nairobi. And then she pointed. Whoa! I was like, well, woman, sorry, but we get it. But I also understand in Shags, if you go, people go and tell the chief to Nairobi hapa. We are not wanted. So unless we behave, tumefungiwa hapa tuambukizane. But hii corona tupeleki Murang'a, na tupeleki Makueni, and tupeleki Machakos, na tupeleki Naivasha. It's as simple as that. And I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm hoping that in the 21 days, we will come to our senses. We will understand that this is serious. We'll also miss our regular lives enough to do what it takes to flatten that curve so that we can get back. Right? Super. I wanted to say thank you ever so much for understanding what I was telling you about my absolute appreciation and love for Safaricom's Bonga for Good. I love the people who said, you know what, Caroline, not being shaven, not having a manicure done, a pedicure done is a new way of life. I agree with you 100%. What I need you to appreciate is, as you adjust to this new way of life, the person who used to do that for you does not have an income. And all I'm asking you to do is look through your phone and send them some Bonga points. Because any place in Kenya that takes a till, lipa na M-Pesa, and takes a till will be able to take those Bonga points and convert them into shopping. So please think about that. Thank you for adding to the conversation and the comments, because you told me about the Boda Boda guy. And every one of us has a Boda Boda person. You know that guy who used to do 4 to 5 trips for you a week and they're not getting that work anymore? I hope you'll send them some Bonga points. Somebody mentioned the Mama Fua, because a lot of us have decided we'd rather do our own housekeeping and laundry than have somebody come in, because it's part of making sure that your family is secure and safe. But remember, that woman is not making an income. I'm not saying take care of everything. I'm just saying send her your Bonga points. You have them. This is not something you're going to go and acquire. They're sitting there. And while for you it's a place in the future where you're thinking, I could redeem this for a phone, they could redeem it for food today, right now. Somebody else mentioned, all the people I mentioned, your hairdresser, your pedicure lady, manicure lady, your barber. But there's something else I'm doing, and I'll tell you about it tomorrow. I get to go and check on a few things once a day. But as I drive along, there's other things I'm doing, which I'll share with you. But right now, I think the Bonga points sitting on your phone are priceless. You might not get it but somebody else receiving those bonga points. And like I said, it's giving and yet at the same time preserving the dignity of another. You know, we have this myth that people like free things. People don't. The reason there are people, literally just driving into Nairobi every day, running out of the city by 6:30, 7 o'clock, is that they want to earn a living. Because there is pride in that. There is dignity in that. And you can't take that away from people. Very few people want to sit there, apewe, kila saa ako hivi. No. People are not built like that at all. So I want you to think about it and take it from there, honestly and truly. Me, I am inmate number 1 of Nairobi. I'm a Nairobian. In fact, I'm wearing my uniform today. And I'm kind of okay with this. I really, really am. Let's see how we all survive with one another. But Nairobi, tumeke wa wanted. Imagine, nobody wants to see us. Kaini pale muko. Na muendele kuambukizana because you're not taking corona seriously. I was so impressed to watch, and Katie, and I don't know, I'm trying not to over ingest corona news, but I hope there will be more stories from other parts of Kenya where people are aware of corona and they're not joking with it, but they also know inakuja na sisi. You go off to Kajiado, and then shortly we hear first case of corona reported in Kajiado County. Imetoka Nairobi, kwani ilifika hapo aje? Be good, fellow inmates. We're stuck with each other, so be good. Share your bonga points. Look for somebody who you know could really do with the extra shopping. I've actually memorized it. You go to *126#, and you go through the process of sending it to somebody else's phone. Corporate bonga points is a conversation I want to have. Angalia watu. Angalia. There's like 3 of us on the road and we still hoot at each other. Nairobians, my fellow inmates, we're gonna have to learn to get along, because guess what? Tumefungiwa. Just like that. Meanwhile, I want to go back to listening to Selena. Eric, I hope you're well. This is my shout out to you. Where's my track? Oh, here we go. This is a good track. I'm out of here. You have yourself a good day. What a great song. Oh, I just remembered somebody else who could do with your bonga points. Sorry. Your tailor. Yes. Hamuchoni nguo. Yeah? Yes.